Hello, everyone. My name is Bianca Mari L, and welcome to the FACE2FACE podcast. I created this platform to discuss self-care, mental health, and entrepreneurship. I wanted to create a platform where we could discuss our mental health and how we manage day-to-day life, getting through it. And today we have a special guest, one of the top influencers in Detroit. His name is Detroit Dar.
Hey, what's up, my Detroit fam?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Excited.
Yeah,
Yes. So are you ready for our
I,
face-to-face session?
I am. Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
All
Okay.
right.
So first we'll start off. How have you been?
I've been good. How you been?
I've been pretty good.
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 Busy year.
Yes, very busy year.
Busy year. I need a vacation.
Okay, me too. We gotta plan that.
Right, we do. Yeah.
Okay, so our first question we'll get into, can you briefly describe your journey as an entrepreneur and how did you get started?
Okay, cool. So I'm originally from Detroit, but I lived in New York for 6 years. So I decided to come back home in 2020 because I just saw like the change in Detroit, and I was like, let me take advantage of that
Yes.
and come back home before it gets too expensive. So moved back home. I didn't know what I wanted to do here in Detroit. I just know like I had a purpose to be in Detroit. So came home. I was unemployed for a little bit, and then my job in New York actually hired me to work from home. So I was working there with them for like 3 months, and then I ended up leaving because something just told me like, I didn't move to Detroit to be doing the same thing I was doing in New York. So I quit my job and I told them, oh, I got a new job working with like rappers in Detroit, like doing stuff for them, like designing clothes.
Okay, yes.
So that's what I told them. And I was just winging it, and I started making content on TikTok because I seen people doing it, but you can tell they're not from Detroit. So I said, let me, like somebody that's from the city, showcase the city. So that's what made me get into content creating.
Okay. How was your transition from a 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship?
It was a little scary at first, but I just had faith that everything will work out, and I just knew I had a purpose here in the city. So I just kept faith and just kept pushing, staying consistent. I was doing bartending too. So once I left my job, I wasn't doing anything for like a little bit. And I was like, I need to like make some type of money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to do nothing boring. So I was like, let me bartend. Bartending seems fun.
How was that?
It was good. I love bartending. So
Bartending.
my first
I
bartending.
got my bartender license too. Yeah.
You got a bartender?
No. 'Cause
Really?
Okay, so I got it right before the pandemic started. Like literally that March or April, I had just took my test and everything, got it, was about to start, then the clubs and everything shut down.
Shut up, dang. So you still got it. Would you bartend now?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't be at the clubs that much, so I don't know how that would work. And then with me being an esthetician, I'd be booked. So it's like I don't know how I would probably try to fit it in. It would definitely be a good nightlife, job. But yes, but I don't know. I might get into it. I don't know.
I think you would do good at bartending. You make some good money.
I would try.
Yes, but I was bartending. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. My first bartending job was at Applebee's. I was there for a few months. I left because the manager sucked. So I left there, and then I was at Pizza Cat.
Oh yeah. How was
I
it working
did.
there?
Working at Pizza Cat.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Like my employees that I work with, they were cool. It was a good time every time I worked. Yeah.
Okay. So were you doing bartending there?
Yeah, I was bartending there. But I was only there for a short period of time. I was there for maybe 2 weeks.
That was very short.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's good you had it.
Down, so yeah, so I had to go. Yeah, but I definitely love working at Pizza Cat. That's one of my favorite restaurants. So,
Okay. What other places maybe have you worked in the city?
so I was supposed to work at District 78. So that was gonna be my third. Actually, no, I worked at another I was serving for a few months at what's the name of that? Terry's Terrace in Harrison Township.
Okay.
So I was doing serving there for like maybe like 2 months, 3 months. I was there for like maybe like that whole summer I was there.
Okay.
I left there because like serving, you don't make that much as you making like being a bartender.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tips.
bartending, yeah, definitely make more bartending. So I left there. I was like, I need to do a bartending job. And that's when I went to Pizza Cat. And then left Pizza Cat. And then I was supposed to work at District 78, but I got shot. So yeah, literally I had orientation training that night, and then I went out later on that night, and that happened. But it's crazy, like I feel like that kind of like changed like this whole like my content creating because if that didn't happen to me, I probably would have been stuck at District 78 working there as a bartending. But because I wasn't able to work, I was able to put more time into content
And
creating. Yeah, yeah.
so, how did that shape your life as an entrepreneur, and
Mm.
how did that really affect your mental health?
Um, You know what? Like after that situation happened, like those first like couple of months was like hard, but you know what? Like I kept faith and I just kept like pushing. And my first like big job after that was with Ally Bank and the Pistons. So yeah, crazy like how like that like transformed. So that was my
Yeah.
first like big job. And that was right after my accident. And since there, like content creation like took off and I've been doing it full time. Yeah, no more bartending.
Look,
Yeah, no more bartending, just content right now.
yes,
Yeah.
and that
Crazy how like,
life
stuff happens
works.
for a reason, even though like at that moment you don't think like, why is God putting me through this? But then like, a year later, I'm like, dang, I'm glad that,
It
I
happened.
went through that situation. Like it sucked. But like if I didn't go through that, like I don't know where I would be.
So you do feel like it was like a push towards
Yeah,
your
it was like a push. Yeah,
entrepreneurship,
yeah. It was a push. And I also think he wanted me to like just like slow down, like take a step back and like figure out what you want to do.
with your
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That. How was
So,
your healing process?
the healing process, it was I was in the hospital for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then I just was like at home for about a month because I couldn't even lift more than 10 pounds because I had two surgeries. So yeah, it took a little minute.
For you
Yeah.
to regroup.
For me to regroup. And even when I did that first job with Ally, I told them like I could barely walk at that time. But I was like, I don't want to turn down this job. Like this is like a big thing. It was
Yeah.
313 day. And I'm like, I don't want to turn this
Yeah.
down. So I told them, I'm like, I would love to do it. I explained to them what happened to me. And I was like, if you guys can get like a wheelchair set up for me, then let's do it. Cause I'm like, I haven't walked like that far. Like I would only walk around the house. And then like a few weeks prior to that, I could barely walk like from here to there.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, it was like still like freshly new. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk much. So I was like, let's get a wheelchair and I'm there. But you know what? I was good. I was able to walk just fine. My brother came with me and yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah. Do you feel like it strengthened your faith?
Definitely, yeah, it definitely did. And that's all I could think after the accident. Like, dang, my faith is really like it's growing. Like
Yeah.
I always had like a strong faith, but like after that, I feel like it like brought me back to like, God, like I was on my gospel music,
So
praying, like before that I really wasn't like I felt like I fell off a little bit. But when I was in New York, I was faithful in church, Bible study, everything. I moved back home and I feel like I kind of got a little bit off. So
okay.
and I feel like that situation definitely like brought me back. Like,
To God and just
yeah,
made you a little bit closer. Yeah,
absolutely.
yes, yes. So during that time, you mentioned your brother.
hmm
He was very, helpful.
hmm
Would you say that he also kind of like helped you inspire you towards being a content creator,
hmm
or
Yeah, I definitely say all my family. They've been super supportive. Like, cause like you telling people, oh, I'm going to go do videos. Like they
yeah,
probably like, whatever. Like, why you doing this so much? Like,
people don't take it as
they don't
serious?
take it that serious.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So in the beginning, people were like a little questionable about it, but like my family, they've been super supportive like the whole time. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Even like after a while, sorry, oh, I'm about to go to work. They're like, go to work where? But like now I say like when they hear me say I'm going to work, like I'm about to go do content. Like this is my job.
yes,
It's not like I'm just sitting around just recording, editing.
yeah.
More than that.
It is. It's very time
It's very
consuming.
consuming. Yeah. Yeah, coming up
Yeah.
with ideas and just trying to like stay on trends and like keeping like your content fresh. Like, yeah.
Yes. What are maybe some tips that you would give other content creators that are looking to get into content creation and become a full-time entrepreneur?
Mhm. Um, Definitely stay true to yourself. Like, don't try to copy nobody else. Just be you. It's good to look at inspiration, but like at the end of the day, you want to make sure like your content is you, because that's what's gonna like make you different from everybody else and keep you original if you stay true to you, because it's only one you.
Yes,
So definitely like make your content true to you. Whatever ideas that you have, you gotta jump on that idea because like you're giving that idea for a reason.
yes,
So definitely jump on that idea, stay true to you, and also like stay consistent.
consistent.
Yeah,
Consistency
consistent.
is definitely key because
Yes, it's definitely key. And I feel like if you're not consistent with what you're trying to do, then it's not for you. Like if you really love that, what you're trying to do, then you're gonna stay consistent regardless. Like if that's really like meant for you. So definitely stay consistent. If you really care about what you're doing, whatever it is, whatever type of business, yeah,
Yes,
consistency is key.
I agree with that 100%. So let's get into your childhood a little
Mhm.
bit. And how did that shape you into becoming an entrepreneur?
Mhm. So ever since I was a kid, I always been like creative. Like I love like the arts and like just like anything like creative. So I guess it kind of like when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist, like a painter. I don't know. I like
Yes.
art.
I could
So I
never
feel
draw
like
though.
you can draw real. I could draw really good as a kid. So yeah,
Yeah.
I went and it's crazy. So like everything changed. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist,
Mhm.
and then into high school, I wanted to be a chef, and then I worked in the
You can
kitchen.
cook for real?
So back then I couldn't cook at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I can cook now. I can throw down in the kitchen.
Period.
But
Okay.
back then I was like, you know what? I want to be a chef. So I
Mhm.
took a cooking class in high school, and I hated it because the kitchen was just so dirty.
Okay.
Like food on the floor, the dirty mess. I
Yeah.
didn't want to work in no kitchen. Um, so then I ended up going to school for fashion design. I did that for a few years, and then when I was in college, I did a lot of like catering events. So I was always around like culinary. And
Mhm.
it's crazy, like looking back now, like it was like shaping me for like now to work around food. Like
Yes.
back then I thought it was just like, a little job, like, oh, this is the only job I can get. I'm working in the cafeteria, I'm doing catering events.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a lot of like food industry jobs.
Even then.
Yeah, even then. So I feel like it was like shaping me for now. And I didn't even
Yes.
know it.
Yes.
Hmm.
With the fashion, 'cause I remember you doing fashion. I bought some of your
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Do
I
you
got my
think you
jewelry too.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you think you gonna get back into
I
it?
do. I want to get back into fashion, like
Yes.
some type of streetwear. Like I love streetwear,
Mm.
so I would love to like do like a clothes.
I like your hat. And
Thank
I know
you.
you
You know, I blinged it out myself.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I
I
love
definitely
that.
want to do that. Yeah, I love fashion. Yeah,
Do you feel like the food industry is something you see yourself doing long term?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, my goal in the future is to own a food truck and then maybe a restaurant, but definitely a food truck. Yeah, I want a food truck.
And what kind of food do you want to serve?
I want to do Jamaican food.
Oh,
Yeah, I love to.
yes.
Yeah,
I like Jamaican food. I've
yeah.
never tried oxtails though.
That's the best
I
Jamaican
know.
food.
Everybody say. But I've
Yes.
never had that. What about the what is it? It's not jambalaya. Is it gumbo?
Is it the curry
Curry.
chicken, curry?
Curry chicken. But it be having like rice and stuff.
Yeah, you put it over rice, you eat it with rice. Yeah,
Okay.
rice and peas.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. Okay, okay.
yeah, that's definitely my favorite cuisine.
Okay. So let's see. So how do you prioritize your mental health while managing the demands of your entrepreneurship?
Oh, I prioritize it heavy.
Yes.
Real. Like if I feel like I need to take a vacation, I'm taking a vacation. Like if I feel like one week was overwhelming, that next week I'm not doing no content. Like I'm taking that break because you just need that mental break. So definitely taking a break. I do a lot of writing. Like in the beginning of the month, I try to write down my goals for that month, and that like really helps me like how I want that month to go. So definitely a lot of journaling helps
Okay, good.
for sure.
Do you like have any outside activities that you use to help with your mental health, like
Mm.
maybe yoga or something
Yeah,
like that?
the gym lately has been the gym. Yeah,
Yes.
the
Okay.
gym. Like, oh my God, I feel so great after the gym.
I've been trying to get in the
Yeah,
gym. Yeah.
ease into it. You gotta find something in the gym that you like to do. Like, I love jump roping and I love the treadmill.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are your main
Those are
things.
my main things. Like, it don't even feel like I'm in the gym. I go in there, put some music on, jump rope. Yeah, that's a good stress reliever too, for sure.
Are there any other things you like to do?
Outside of that. Oh, and I wish I had like more like hobby. And even though I do it for work, like another hobby is like going out to eat, but like not doing content out to eat, like
Just
going
going.
out to eat, yeah, and enjoying myself, hanging out with my friends. Like that's a hobby for sure. Like I love like spending time with my friends, catching up. But yeah, I want to do some type of like other like interesting hobby. Yeah,
For your mental health.
yeah, yeah.
With your friends, like what is some things that you like to do?
Um, shoot, kick back, grab a bottle,
Like,
right, and just chop it up. Honestly, just like that's my favorite part. Is just like not even the going out part. It's like just us hanging out and like talking, chilling, having a drink, maybe watching a movie.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just chilling.
yeah. Some cheers to that.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
I love it.
That's good.
It is.
Hmm.
Okay, so as far as your love life, what lessons have you learned from your romantic relationships that have impacted your approach to your business life?
Hmm. I would say like if you dating somebody, you want to make sure that they are 100% supporting you. Yeah, I feel like some of my past situations, they weren't there to support me. So I'm like, you know what? Why are we even like moving forward with this? So
Yeah.
definitely like anybody that I date, I want to make sure that they trying to support me and I'm there to support them as well. So I just ran into a few issues where they weren't supporting me, and I'm like,
I get that.
yeah,
Yes.
how you not supporting? Like, you supposed to be my number one cheerleader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what I feel like I've learned is that a lot of times when you are excelling
Hmm.
in your career, and whoever you may be in a relationship with, they
Yeah.
aren't, it
Right.
becomes like y'all first start out as a team, they're
Hmm.
supportive, and then it becomes like a competition.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's
Or
like
maybe jealousy. Yeah.
exactly. And it's like that can be a little thing to deal with, a little hard, shall I say, to deal with. And of course, a relationship is supposed to be a team. So
Hmm.
y'all can't be opponents and be competing.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna thrive.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I definitely
Hmm.
relate to that.
Yeah. So definitely, whoever you dating, make sure that they supporting you. If
Yes.
not, they a hater.
Okay. Yes.
Don't want to be with no hater.
At all.
Yes.
Let's see what else I'm gonna answer. Go back in. Okay, if you can go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self? So, really, what advice would you give to anybody who's like in their 20s? Because you're in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you 30 club.
Yeah. I
So,
was gonna say that. Wait a minute. That's the Carolina?
so what advice would you give to your younger self and anybody really in their 20s?
um, I would just say keep pushing. Yeah. Whenever you feel discouraged, just keep pushing. Stay strong. Keep that faith, and yeah, do what makes you happy. Life is short. Yeah. Go out, have you some fun. Yeah.
Yes,
Balance that work and life.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm 28, so I'm almost in the 30 club. But definitely, like, live your life. I
Yeah, living
agree.
a life. Yeah. They're saying life is short. That's some real stuff
Stuff.
right there.
Yes,
I wanted
yes.
to say something else, but that's it's true. So yeah, definitely like enjoy life. Like don't take life too serious.
I agree. I can
Yeah.
agree with that for sure. Okay, and then let's see. What are some of your biggest dreams and goals, both professionally and personally?
Mm, let's see. Like I mentioned earlier, my goal is to have a food truck.
Yes.
That's like something that I really aspire to have.
You will have, yeah.
Yes, I will. We gotta speak it into existence.
Period.
Yeah,
Manifestation.
right, absolutely, yes. So that's one of my main goals. A home, a nice home with a backyard. Yeah, yeah. I think that's like my main goals right now is a food truck and a nice house that I can invite my family and friends over.
Foundation,
Yeah,
stability.
foundation stability. Yeah,
Yes.
and then maybe marriage one day too. Yeah,
It's
but that I ain't in a rush for.
okay, I get it.
It's hard getting out here in Detroit.
Very hard. Yes, I
Yeah.
get it.
So yeah, so right now, it's just having fun, but yeah, eventually one day I do want that.
A nice foundation.
Yeah.
And your
Family.
future. That for you. I can
Yes.
see that for you,
Hmm.
especially with you being an entrepreneur and food being a big thing and a part of your journey. I feel like a food truck is definitely the best
Right,
thing for
for
you.
sure. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's the goal.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
yes.
Period.
Well, yes. Well, I loved interviewing
I
you.
know. It looks like we always have a great
We
conversation.
do.
We didn't even mention we go
Right.
back.
We do. We go way back. We
Yeah.
up together
Yeah, up in
in
Southfield.
Southfield. Yes.
Yeah.
Our younger days. I'm talking about. I was like, what?
Like you was like
I was the
6,
youngest.
7.
I was.
Yeah, because I was like 10.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. 10,
Yeah.
12. Yeah. Because it was y'all was in like middle school. Yes. But yes, we do. We go
We go
way back.
back. This is my baby sister.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Well, yes. We got to do this again.
For sure. Yeah,
For
this is
sure.
cool.
Yes. Well, welcome to the Face to Face podcast. We will be talking and having more guests about self care, mental health, entrepreneurship, and how it impacts our day to day life.
Hey, see y'all.
So now we are in our really face to face session. And during this segment, he will ask me some questions to get to know me a little bit and how I handle entrepreneurship and mental health.
Absolutely.
Take it away, Detroit Dar.
Hey, let's see. What do I want to ask? Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Let's get into it. I mean, you know a little bit what I've been through. A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. So how has dating been for you?
Well, I'm be honest, I haven't really dated seriously
Okay.
within like the last 2 years because I did lose my boyfriend in 2022. So I've been more so like on a healing celibacy journey, a little bit. I tried dating a little bit afterwards, and it just wasn't the best. And I will say, as a woman, I took accountability that it's me. It's the kind of men that I'm choosing, to date.
Okay.
So I've been just in this self-healing journey and in this self-realization journey, just really trying to find myself and realize and see what I want to attract for myself,
Yeah,
So
absolutely. So what type of men you been attracting? Bad boys?
yeah, not really in alignment with me and what I want out of life. Like it's fun, especially after because I was dealing with grief and things like that. So I was just trying to get back out here, and see what's out here and just see how I could, if it would help me heal. But I feel like the most healing I've done has been, on my own. Nobody has really helped me. So I find peace in being alone. So for me, yes. So for me, I would say right now, the kind of boys I normally attract, definitely bad boys, but nothing that, like I say, is really what I want. So I've been just, right now, I haven't been really attracting nobody. I haven't put myself out there, though. I will say that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Like sometimes when you have like that good spirit, like you attract like that bad boy, yeah, or somebody that might need to be healed.
That,
Yeah.
when you are a healer, yes,
You are a healer, you naturally, yeah.
attract people who need to be healed.
And then, sometimes that's okay. They do come into your life. Maybe they are there temporarily and you are healing them in some way.
Yeah.
But
Because I definitely learned from the situation. I will say that.
yeah, I've been
I learned.
too. Then once it's time to go, it's time to go.
It is, okay?
That's the part you got to learn when it's time to go.
When to let go, yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
absolutely, yeah. So what's your goals? What's next? Like what?
Well, I am an artist, so I do have music coming out. I cannot wait to share. I really am because I've been an artist since I was younger, but I've always been like in and out the industry, battling with mental health, depression a little bit. So now I'm in a space where I am very confident and I'm excited to release music. I'm also a licensed esthetician, so I love skincare and I love helping my
together.
I love helping my clients though. Like that really is what got me into it. I started out as a makeup artist and getting into skincare really helped me help heal other people. So it showed me like another avenue on how I could expand, from being a makeup artist. So now I don't even really do makeup I don't do makeup at all anymore. I specialize in corrective skincare, but that's what I love about it. I talk to my clients about their mental health. We talk about stress because that has a huge effect on our skin. So that's really where I plan on going is, talking more about mental health, allowing people to realize how important it is when it comes to self-care, skincare, and just our day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
So yes, that's what I plan on doing.
Yes.
From here on out.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
As I'm so proud of you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So anything else?
No, that's
awesome. All right, we out of here.
We out of here.